Is your telecom operator going to shut down? Should you move to a different telecom operator? I know these are questions that all of us have been thinking about over the last few months. There's been a bitter battle between telecom companies and the government over something called as AGR, or adjusted gross revenue. But what is all of this and how serious are these concerns? Is your telecom company actually going to shut down? Now, what is AGR essentially? Adjusted gross revenue is a way of calculating the amount of fees that telecom companies actually need to pay to the central government. Now, all telecom companies have to pay spectrum fees, license fees, all of that to the central government. But how much they have to pay and what calculation needs to be used to decide on that amount is something that has been a big bone of contention for many, many years. Legal battles have been going on for a long time. It's gone all the way up to the Supreme Court. Supreme Court has made it very clear that telecom companies have to pay up all this money to the government. And here we are talking about not a small amount. We're talking about 1.5 lakh crore that all of these telecom companies, that includes Vodafone, that includes Airtel, that includes Tata Teleservices, who all of them have to pay the government. Now, the problem here is that telecom companies don't have this money. They're already running under a lot of losses. And on top of that, for example, Vodafone owes more than 55,000 crore rupees, including penalties and interest to the government. But it absolutely has no money. Similarly, other companies are also facing a lot of trouble and they are unable to pay up this money. And so, in fact, they have no choice right now because the Supreme Court has made it very clear that this money has to be paid up immediately. Now, the problem here is that Vodafone's counsel, for example, has said that if Vodafone pays up this money immediately, or if they have to start selling their assets, the company will have to shut down. They will have no other choice other than to actually shut down. So now we have to wait and see. The next hearing in the Supreme Court is on the 17th of March. Vodafone and other companies are still hopeful. They've made small payments right now, but they're still hopeful that there will be something that they may be able to work out with the government, something that will also be agreeable to the Supreme Court. And meanwhile, Supreme Court has made it very clear that before the next hearing, the amount has to be paid. So how is it going to end up? That's something we'll just have to wait and watch till the next hearing.